Okay. We're gonna tell you a story. Earlier today, we were going across this beautiful bay when, out of nowhere, a storm came underway. And upon the storm came something out of the norm, a 30-degree pitch, which made me a bitch. Okay. That was pretty good, right? Okay. So, earlier today, we had a situation where we raised the main sail and the secondary sail, and we had essentially full sails out. And there was a rainstorm moving in, and there was a low pressure front that was about to just drop out, and we knew that it was going to create a lot of wind. So we dropped all the sails. We knew this was about to happen, but I don't think any of us anticipated just how much wind was going to drop out of this fucking storm. And so out of nowhere, the boat goes from like totally normal, you know, like at a slight pitch, you know what I mean? Because when wind catches these sails, for those of you who don't know, the boat will actually rock over up to, how many degrees is safe, would you say?
I would say 30 degrees is cutting it into the danger zone.
Okay, so like up to 30 degrees.
If it got to 20, like at about 20 is where you want to start backing it off.
Okay, so between 20 and 30 degrees is kind of the edge of what we feel comfortable with right now. And the boat goes from, I would say probably like 5 or 10 degrees, right? Mm-hmm. To straight over to 30 degrees in about half a second.
Yep.
I was on the left side of the boat, and it was pitching to the left. And so the best thing to do in this situation is to put as much weight to the high side of the boat as possible. And so Benny and I go running to the right side of the boat, screaming like, go! I'm not even sure how I ended up on this side of the boat.
You just magically teleported like an Enderman.
Let's show them, yeah, no shit. Let's show them the edge of this over here. So this wall right here, I don't know if y'all can see this, but there's a raise right here. I was standing right here. This wall became the floor I was standing on. So it was like this angle right here.
Yeah.
It was very scary. And so I'm like on the verge of panicking. I'm like screaming shit that I'm sure doesn't even make sense.
We were all just yelling. We were all yelling, whoa, whoa, whoa.
You know, just like freaking out. And, you know, this man saved the day right here. Captain saved the day.
Yeah. So,
can you give us a more scientific explanation?
Yeah, what happened?
What happened there?
Right,
what happened?
So, like, I saw that we were getting into a really fucking dangerous angle. At least 30 degrees. I peeked in and I saw a 30-degree angle, and that's kind of the max on the meter in there. So I didn't want to go any further, right? So what I did was I turned directly into the wind. And that is what they call the no sail zone. Directly into the wind at about a 90-degree angle. The sails will start flapping back and forth, and you won't catch any wind current in the sails. So it'll allow your boat to tilt back upright, and then you can adjust the sails as needed and kind of reset yourself. So that's basically what we did. We just drew the mainsail down, flew the jib.
That's what I was going to say. In this case, readjusting the sails included cutting the mainsail to this pole entirely.
Yeah, just taking it down entirely, and then we just flew the jib at full sail, you know.
And that actually ended up carrying us a pretty good amount.
So, like, what were you guys thinking when this shit happened?
I was halfway in between, like, oh fuck, we're gonna capsize, or we're gonna correct the situation, everything might be okay. And everything was okay.
What about you, Vinny? What happened?
Like, when I was trying to climb up there to counter the weight, I didn't even quite realize how much we were tipping till we got up there, and then I saw, like, the edge was, like, almost down in the water, and that did kind of freak me out a little, but the point at which, like, I think I kind of screamed or yelled at was more just because I was slipping. I was trying to climb over this thing, and my foot slipped, so I'm, like, holding on to this thing, and I, like, about thought I was gonna, like, go sliding.
Oh, God. Okay, so, like, what was going through your head?
Okay, so at the time that this was happening, we were between for those of you who are like a bit more into like the research and want to look at the maps, we were like between Fox Island and like the mainland of the state, right? Would you say that?
Yeah.
And so like I was looking at like the main portion of Washington, like I guess towards like the east, towards Tacoma Narrows.
Yep.
And I was just like watching it like, damn, if I have to swim to the shore, this is gonna be the furthest swim I've ever done in my life. And I was not looking forward to it, you know what I mean? And when I looked at this wooden like lip right here, I really like I saw it touch the water for the first time since I've been on this boat, and I almost shit my pants. Like, I was very, very scared. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I was very scared. It was probably one of the more scared moments in my life, and and like borderline panic. You know what I mean?
Haven't you been like
I've been shot at, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that was fucking scary. Like, this sailing shit's no joke.
Pirate shit, bro.
Pirate
Real
shit, dog.
shit
Like, you know, I mean, it was a great time, you know? Like, after the fact, especially, like, but, but there was a big part of me afterwards that wanted me to crawl into that V-berth and cry. And please, like, actually, you have my full permission to post all this, by the way. But no, like, this was a really scary
it was
experience.
pretty fucking serious.
It was a very serious experience. Like,
we're laughing about it now because we survived.
Because we survived. Because the boat did not sink. Like, guys, like, pan the camera over here if you don't mind.
Yeah, like,
You see this wooden
yeah.
lip right here?
It
This
was
is kind of the
under
breaking
it was
point.
under
It
the
was
water.
right here. The water was
Yeah.
right here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was right on the edge of all of us drowning to death. This man was inside the
Yes, yeah, okay, hold on here.
Yeah, please tell your side of the story.
I mean, I think I
no,
told my
you gotta
point, but like,
Put it on me so I can tell the story.
Alrighty.
Okay, so like I was inside, and the reason why I was inside was because we were like, everybody get your rain gear on, right? So like I ran inside and put my shit on, and I was like the last one to go inside and do the shit because like it's really hard for all of us to do it at once, right?
Because then there would be nobody.
There's no
manning the
space.
helm.
There's not enough space. So like, anyways, they're all out there. I'm sitting in there pulling my fucking pants up. Not my most graceful moment, right? So like, I'm pulling my fucking rain pants up, right? And everything starts to just fucking go sideways, like the goddamn Titanic. And all the shit is fucking flying off the cabin. And I'm sitting there going, see, this is why I told everybody we need all that fucking netting. They're not gonna think I'm weird now. And the last, like, I just dropped everything in my hands, which was my pants, and there's like a rail in here, and I fucking grabbed it and jumped against it because I was on the same side as them, and I knew that we needed to put all the weight and everything, so like I'm hanging from this fucking railing over the cabinet in the kitchen, and like I'm thinking, good lord, let's hope that we have enough weight on this side, because like if this shit fucking rolls, I'm gonna have a way worse day than the rest of them. Because I'm stuck inside. But no, it went back down. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I was not expecting, like, I knew that this was something that happens, but like, I was not expecting everybody to have to do this on our first, like, several day voyage. It's probably good that it did, because now everybody has been through it and it'll probably be less scary next time. But like, yeah, this happens, and you have to be prepared to counter the weight and do what is necessary to make sure that you don't sink your ass out in the middle of nowhere. And like, I know that a lot of people think that this is like, I mean, they're real jealous of it and everything like that. And, you know, like, we've talked about how serious this can be on the show before. But, like, yeah, this is an example of, like, you know, like, we had a really great fucking day sailing and everything like that. I would say that it was a great day. But we got a lot to clean up from. And, like, you know, if it had been just slightly more fucking awkward, or we had been slower, or Liz hadn't known what to do with the sails or whatever, you know, like, we might not be doing this video now.
Yeah.
So, like, it was good, though. And now we're getting drunk, and we're having the weed. And I smoked many marijuanas, not one marijuana,
But many.
many marijuanas. And it was, well, like, yes, we need many marijuanas after that, because
Oh, goddamn
geez,
right.
crazy. But I mean, like, so far the gods have been with us. They did a lot. They gifted us that magnificent mushroom that we ate for fucking
Oh my
breakfast.
goodness, yeah.
And how the sea
It's
lifted us,
dying now.
and how the sea lifted us out of beaching.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
like,
goodness.
we beached, and like,
Can we
there-
tell? Do you mind telling that story real quick?
I talked a little bit about how we beached and showed pictures, but like, yeah, like, here, let me give it to you, and Liz, because
Can
Liz
I
was
say
driving when it happened, well,
Thoughts
piloting.
on like what when
Okay,
we
so-
tipped earlier too.
So we were fucking pulling into this really shallow marina, and the tide was super low. And we were across the bay from here. I can't really remember it as any more than number 12 on the map.
Second peninsula, am
That's
I
how
right?
the maps
And-
go, right? But,
yeah.
Yeah.
we were way on the other side of Fox Island and McNeil Island, which is actually a Persian island that we passed.
We didn't really know that was a prison
But,
island.
We
like,
almost went and tried to
did a
forage in a
circle.
field on a prison island.
Yeah.
This was almost a very bad day.
Okay, so-
like,
Yeah, it was almost a bad day.
twice. This was almost a very
Honestly,
bad day.
to be
Okay,
fair,
so,
like, hold
like-
on, before, like, also, we're staring at a helicopter when this happens, because we accidentally made a full circle about a prison island, and these motherfuckers were following, like, they were driving on the
Fuck
fucking
this
road to keep an eye on us, and we're just, like, flying our Gadsdens and weird shit, and just, like, I'm like, should we wave? And they're like, don't poke the bear, honey. And I'm just like, okay, fine. And so, like, we're going along, and we get to this area, and then
So basically, we're going along this prison island, and we found this really shallow fucking place that we thought we were gonna try to dock, because this whole fucking day has been like gallivanting to try to find guest docks so that we could go forward shit, right? And so we go into this really fucking shallow area, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fucking cut down the motor, and we're gonna go real slow through here because it's super shallow and the tide's super low. And I think we might be able to make it if we're super careful. And I'm gonna make sure we stay to the very middle of all this shit. And so I'm like, all right, we might be able to do this. So I cut it down super low, and all of a sudden, like, everyone's talking to me, and we're all having a good time, and I just feel the whole boat just like lurch forward, and I was like, oh my fucking god, oh fuck.
and we're all like, what was that?
Yeah, I had no idea what
And
that
I was
meant.
like, y'all, I think we might be stuck. I think we might just dug ourselves into a hole
no.
here.
And we
like,
had just been making fun of some dumbass we thought was about to fucking get stuck earlier,
the
too.
fucking, yeah, right.
Karma
The
was
fucking-
giving us a fucking vibe check real hard.
And the fucking adrenaline started pumping. I was like, all right, we gotta drop anchor, make sure
And
we
then
don't fucking
I
float
looked over
more
the
towards
edge of the
shore.
boat, and I see like 4 foot down. There's sand and seaweed, and it's like literally right fucking there. I could have stood upright in the amount of water that was there.
But
Yeah.
all of a sudden, the boat just like lifted, and we started like fucking pivoting like at a really fucking sharp angle. So I was like, are we fucking loose? And so I fucking ran back to the helm, and I started reversing it, and we had motion. So the sea actually lifted us out of the hole that I had dug myself into.
Yes, relatively quickly. Like, we thought we were gonna have to sit there for hours.
And like this was within the
while the
span of
tide
like
came
3
in.
minutes that this had happened. So like the sea was very merciful there.
Yeah.
And we just reversed ourselves out of there and we're like, fuck that, we're not going to that marina.
Let's go. We're going to the next one. Like, this entire, like, week, hold on, let me trade you. Hold this for a second. So, like,
Let me
this
switch sides.
entire day, it was crazy, because, like, we tried to do a bunch of things, and, like, they didn't all quite work out, but, like, they all worked out in their own way, and we got some really interesting, like, sights and stuff, and like I said, we've got our rum and everything like that, and we got each other, and it's fucking great.
Here.
I think that any day that you make it to the end of is fucking good, and I think that we're super blessed by the way all of this has gone, and I am glad that you guys are here following along with us. And for now, we're gonna sign off.
Well, could I?
And wait, does anybody else have anything that they want to say tonight?
Yeah, I just wanted to add about like when the boat got tipped over to that 30-degree angle, and Caveman had said he wasn't sure that that would have been like if we'd had to swim for it, like the longest he'd swam. Like, yeah, I was looking at that distance, and
Can I swim that?
I'm a pretty strong swimmer. I've swam way longer distances than that, but I was thinking about how cold this water is, because this
Yeah,
is like
it's very
40-something
cold
degree water. So I'm like, just for the distance, I'm pretty confident I could do that. But I'm like, can I make that before I get hypothermic? And then the other thing I was thinking about, because I'm definitely probably the strongest, most experienced swimmer here. Like, I know for myself I could do that, but I was like worrying about other people, and like I know how to swim a couple of toe strokes, and I have like towed other people in distress before, but like I've only ever done that with one person, and I'm thinking like, what if two or even all three of these are like I don't think I could take three, maybe two, but that I'm never even practiced that one. So yeah, that was like what was going through my mind. So fortunately it didn't come to that, but yeah, this is
Thank God
very
it
cold water, so
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's very cold water. Like,
But yeah, I
extremely
mean,
cold
like,
water.
I'm a really strong swimmer and have experience in the ocean and everything like that, so you probably wouldn't have had to drag me, but like, I can't drag anybody.
Yeah.
That would not have worked out very well. And if if any people couldn't swim and they started to drown, like, a primal thing will take place, and like you may even end up fucking drowning each other. Well,
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, sometimes
absolutely.
you have to knock somebody
Absolutely.
out.
Yeah, like,
if
you
they're
just-
panicking bad enough, you
Yeah,
have to knock
like
somebody
that-
out to
Yeah,
save
that's
their
So like,
life.
I'm
That's
glad
true.
that we didn't fucking have to do that shit. You know, like, I'm a strong swimmer, but I don't know how the fuck I would have gotten out of the cabin. Like,
Yeah.
that would have been a bitch.
That would have been
I
a
would have had
serious
to,
problem.
like, that would have been difficult. My only saving grace was that would have probably been that, like, the hatch and the door was open, so I might have actually been able to, like, do something, but I don't know. I have no
The
idea.
suction of the
I've
boat is a
never
bitch,
been in a
too.
sinking vessel before. Like, I've been in a vessel that was, like, on its side like that before, though. So, like, that didn't fucking... Like, it always scares me. Because if it tips just a little bit too fucking far, then that's that. And, like, we were not real close. So yeah, like, it was scary, but, like, we're gonna go out and do it again tomorrow, y'all. We're gonna keep doing this.
Gang
We're gonna
shit.
we're learning, we're getting stronger, we're getting better, and before you know it, we'll actually be out on the ocean, prepared and doing what we do. So, until then, you guys keep up with us and have a good night. We're gonna sign off. We're going to enjoy what's left of our evening free of the social medias. You guys stay safe, you guys stay free. Don't give away your freedom for your safety, or you don't deserve either. And remember, Mother Anarchy loves her children. Mwah.